We have Marlene Poole White here. She ran at Dudley and at Grimsley, and won. I think one of the most incredible stats, aside from the 21 state championships, is in individuals and relays, is the 8 team titles never lost, and that's incredible. Indoor and outdoor team titles with each school. So congratulations on being inducted into North Carolina High School Track and Field and Cross Country Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And when I think about that, what is the most memorable? You've accomplished so much, but what's the most memorable thing that you can think of?
I think first when I went to Grimsley,
Mm.
and I think this was my freshman year, we were going to state, and the coach that I had at the time was Coach Russell Woodward, and he was telling, I believe it was only 6 girls going to state. The powerhouse team to beat was Dudley High School. They were just known as a phenomenal powerhouse. And I remember Coach Woodward said, "Hey, we have nothing to lose. You guys know what you're out here to do." I do believe it was 6, but I felt that was a huge accomplishment. And to beat Dudley, of course, was an upset, huge upset, because they were state champions back to back, and they had an incredible team. So for us to, yard by yard, inch by inch, to somehow beat them, that was a huge accomplishment.
What was your most memorable state meet that you can think of? I know there's
Maybe my freshman year, while running the 100,
and why?
because there was a girl trying to intimidate me
Uh,
at the finals in the 100, and I didn't let it get to me. I just kind of laughed. I don't know if my coaches even remember that, but she was trying to, say, "Are you not gonna win today?" So that kind of made me a little bit more feisty in terms of getting out the blocks and running.
That may have helped you run faster.
Yes, because I'm quiet.
Yeah.
So to hear that, I was kind of shocked, but then I was like, "Don't let that get to you."
Yeah. Is it in hindsight to see that you never lost a state meet, or you're never on a team that lost a state meet? What is that?
Thinking about it now,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
It to me at that time it was a blur,
Mm.
because it's one thing after the next. You have to go to conference, sectionals, regionals, and state. And I remember preparing for each level, and our coaches telling us what the stakes were in this or in that, and how we were looking in terms of the relay teams, etc. It was all a blur.
Can you remember indoor and outdoor, as far as you win indoor? Do you feel like after each state meet that you won, like indoor, outdoor, did you feel like, man, is there a target on us? Like, or is everybody going? I mean, did you feel the pressure each time that you won, or did you take it in?
There was some pressure. I think trying to maintain winning was pressure, but I didn't let it get to me because I had a lot of fun on each team that I ran with. That helped a lot.
And talk about, so you went from Grimsley to Dudley, correct? So you're going to the school that you just got finished beating. Talk about that dynamic.
Very awkward. I remember when I transferred to Dudley, and I actually moved. So that's why I wound up going to Dudley also. But I remember when we went to our first indoor meet, and I had on a Dudley uniform instead of a Grimsley uniform, and we had to walk in and walk past Grimsley. Talk about awkward, just awkward. I just said, "Hi," But the funny thing in it all, when I ran for Grimsley, a lot of the girls that ran track for Dudley, we were on the same summer team. So I knew everyone.
So that helped in the transition. Yeah, I saw Charlie Brown here today. Was he your summer? Did he coach?
He wasn't, but he was one of the phenomenal coaches.
Okay.
For summer track.
Okay.
That we knew very well. We all knew each other.
Did you run for the pace setters or for another club?
I ran for the Greensboro champions.
Okay, Greensboro.
And this was Roy Thompson, who was the former head coach at North Carolina A&T.
And talk about college at Iowa. I know that I believe you were an All-American in the 4x400 meter relay. Is that right?
The 4x1.
4x100 meter relay. Talk about college and being named All-American. It's not easy, right? high school All-American is hard, but college All-American is even harder. And then with a relay, you're relying on 3 other people to help you. And if they drop the baton or you drop the baton, then you let them down or they let you down. So talk about that a little bit.
The 4x1 was very fast paced, scary. I'm not a sprinter at that time. My coach had me running the 400 meters more. So to be the anchor leg of the 4x1, and we have LSU, University of Florida, and we have all these SEC schools, which are powerhouses. And Iowa is there, and we made All-American. And I'm the last leg. The biggest headache with the 4x1 is hearing everybody say stick, stick, stick. And you have to stay in your spot and wait for that person to hand you that baton. Now, of course, you've seen the Olympic trials with the United States and the handoffs. It's mind-blowing.
Yeah. What would, talking about Iowa, why Iowa? I mean, people might have said, why not choose an ACC school or an SEC school or even something that's closer to home, but why Iowa?
I actually wanted to go to UCLA. I just remember when I was thinking about going to UCLA, my dad was kind of shaking his head because it's far. So I thought Iowa in the middle would be a better option. I'd probably be able to come home more, but I came home maybe once or twice a year.
If a high school girl or a high school boy came up to you and said, wow, you've accomplished so much, what is the secret, and what do I need to do to be successful in this sport?
To be successful, still maintain training, work hard, also try to have fun. Try to have a different perspective of why you're actually doing it. And it'll support you in the long run, years to come.
We have Marlene Poole White. We're honored to honor you today, and 21 individual and relay state championships, 8 team titles, never lost, 2 different teams. And congratulations on being inducted into the North Carolina High School Track and Field and Cross Country Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you.
Yeah.